Alright guys, so update. I haven't really had time to do much because I've been so busy, I've been sick, and I'm going on vacation next week, and some things have come up, but I haven't done nothing. So let's look at what I did so far. Basically, I have all these things blocked off now. I believe this is a 1/2 inch. These are, I want to say a fine thread 1/4 inch. I'm not sure. I was in a rush when I got these, but I believe this is a 1/4 inch cap and a 1/4 inch tube. I'm not 100% sure though. I know for sure this is a 1/2 inch though. So sorry about being lazy about that. Anyway, that's all capped off. I still have to buy a brake booster for it because it was leaking, and I think that might have been cause for the backfire. Extra air coming in. Other than that, I also decided, since I had a percolation problem with these carburetors, I'm going to reroute the fuel line where it originally goes here. Of course, everyone who has a 240Z probably knows that, or knows of that. So I'm going to remove these things, which shouldn't be an issue because I replaced the manifold gasket when I got the car, which was an absolute pain in the butt to do. And I'm actually going to, well, let me walk around. Yeah, everything is very dirty right now, messy. I'm gonna take it off the fuel pump, run it around the back, go around here, come out somewhere over here, and just kind of tee off to this one, tee off to that one, and then run it back around. And I actually made a custom orifice thing for it so that I can remove this completely. And that was a pain to make. Is I made it out of aluminum, drilled a 1mm hole on this end of it. This end's a little bit bigger hole, but that's just what's going to happen. And other than that, I also found a plug on the inlet of the return line on the gas tank. So I'm sure that's what caused the pressure to build up. Most likely there was heat in the fuel pump when I turned off the car. That heated up the gas, and I'm sure that the heat in the fuel line going around the valve covers didn't help. Heat up the gas, and then since the return line was plugged, what happened is it pushed it back to the only way out, which was through the carburetors. And since it was coming through the carburetors, it flooded the engine, and then the engine went turned back on. So now that I have that unplugged, I'm going to reroute the fuel lines. I'm going to replace the brake booster, and hopefully that'll solve all my issues with that. And hopefully that'll be done in actually about a month, which is a long time from now. And it's just because I have some things I have to pay off, and I think it's more important to pay off other people before I put more money in this car. But other than that, nothing too exciting. Let me show you the gas tank. I have it all sanded up. Inside is all redone. You really can't see it, but inside's done. Outside won't take much longer. Grab a couple fuel lines, then I'll just put it all back together. I mean, really, this car is pretty simple. It's all about getting money to acquire the right parts and kind of having the knowledge of what's going on and breaking it down one piece at a time. Now, I will mention that if for some reason the fuel pump it still percolates, I'm going to put an electric fuel pump in it. I ripped out the old fuel pump, which was actually, I think, holding the fuel back from getting to the engine in the first place. It's right there in about 30 pieces, just like everything else in this car. When I don't like it, I just take it out, fix it. If it's not fixed right, I buy a new piece, and then I put it back in so that I use anti-seize and everything. So in the future, if I want to take it back apart, it's going to come back apart easily. I'm very particular about this car. But I've been thinking a lot, and I might hold off on the engine swap, which kind of kills me to say that. But I think I might just go with a nice redo the entire brake system first. It'll be a little bit cheaper. I want to kind of do the Willwood brake kit. I don't know. I just want the best, and I figure if I start there, I can kind of start small and reroute all the fuel lines. And as I acquire money, I can start putting other things into it. Though, don't get me wrong, this is not all I'm putting my money into. I'm just saying when I feel like spending the money, I guess. But other than that, there's things on the suspension that I noticed when I took it apart. It's not going to be easy to put back together. So there's that. I mean, that's what you have in a project car. But eventually it'll all be right. And that's all.